Hello, everybody, and we're coming at you and letting you know why 2023 could be probably one of the best in years for football gamers out there. And a lot of that really has to do with maximum football. I got my boy here, Quasi91, to talk about this topic, actually, topics with me. And just to set it all off, Quaz, the first thing that I'm going to talk about is from EA side of things. Things have really kind of hit the fan at EA, specifically the Madden studios. You've had the holdover from the old NFL drop EA hashtag. They got their own Twitter site. They've been putting up all kinds of news about just the woes of Madden. You know, even going back to one of the creative talents over there in the studios, Clint Oldenburg, where I guess back he said that he thought that Coach Madden is still smiling from above as he sees the love and care put into this game.
Well, Clint, you're wrong. I'm sorry, Clint, you're wrong.
Stubborn, stupid, silly man.
And you also don't forget to mention the hashtag fix franchise.
Yeah,
trending that was going around. So
yeah, it's amazing just to be that detached to say something about a game that's still broken. Has flaws from year to year, and I can place a lot of this at EA's footsteps. But there's a lot. I'm getting a little bit ahead of where we're going to go with all this, but there's a lot of blame to be pointed at consumers,
including ourselves, the ones that are talking to you on this microphone right now. We are not innocent of blame.
Yes, and to even stay on topic, it seems like Maximum Football has really teed this up to be a excellent year for basically football gamers out there. Everybody should be excited about all this hub and the battles. Which one are you going to go with? There's going to be plenty of titles out there.
I think this finally brings back a realm of competition that Madden hasn't had since the 2K days, just before they had the license. So
yeah, yes, absolutely. And I don't want to leave the little brother in this whole conversation out. It's Axis Football. Axis Football's also been doing a lot of good things as far as the franchise side of things.
100%,
and all that,
especially on the PC side. So
yeah. So we don't want to leave them out of this. But with Maximum Football, this is can we break out the crystal ball?
I always have it. It's sitting right here next to me. So
okay.
I have it right here.
This is what I foresee that Maximum could possibly open up. I see in the future, possibly Madden going free to play in the future also.
I can definitely see that, especially with Maximum Football taking the free to play route. I feel like if they did that, then that would leave a lot of pressure off of them to continue to make the game each and every year. They could just add on the foundation that they have.
Yeah, and along with that, I could see them giving up the exclusivity.
Words are hard.
Yes, they are. Of the licensing and letting other developers start hopping in the realm of making NFL games with the logo on the front of the box.
I don't see why, other than pure greed and having the only toy in the playground with the NFL sticker on it, why they would. And we've talked about this in the green room, like for NFL business perspective, I think it's unwise to have one person with your sticker. Like, why would you limit yourself?
Number one, like I was stating, an easier transaction. Your fans are going to buy a football game with NFL rosters on it, regardless of who's making it.
100%.
And at the time, EA, even everybody talks about 2K and how great 2K was, but they got in the fight a little bit late. So Madden's been around since 89.
They're giant.
Or 88, yeah. So they had all those years to establish their name. And, the NFL 2K series, I can't remember what year they came around, but up until that point, yeah. That might be it. I don't want anybody to nail us down. Sorry, we don't know that. But Madden had that crowd. You know what I mean? They had that bigger slice of the pie as far as the market goes. Even though when 2K came out, it was a better game, Madden just already had all those customers, and, you know, they had the Madden holiday built in. You know, even though 2K, by a long shot now that we have, you know, hindsight, looking in the rear view, it was a superior game, you know.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
You know, so it's, I want to see with, just like I said, with Maximum hopping in the arena now, not having the NFL license. It's just in this weird paradigm. It's just strange.
Here's the thing that everybody has failed to realize. Just because it's not shipping with the NFL license, with all the customizations and things that you can do in Maximum Football, they're all going to be created anyway. They're all, even the down to the rosters, they're all going to be created.
See, but I think that they actually might have the right spice for the sauce. This, if you think about it, it's a brilliant marketing technique. You get this game out there and it's in people's hands for free, and then you charge for content down the road. And man, you were talking about this. After you get the game nailed down, the gameplay's right, you just start making a crap load of stadiums, and those are with the next big update pack that costs $20. People throwing their money at the screen. The game's free.
Helmets, you know? Jerseys, cleats.
Yes.
All of that. All of it you can charge for.
Yeah, anyhow, and I don't think people would be upset about it, long as the gameplay is there. And what I think that's going to open up the door for is, I think that probably EA and a lot of these larger companies are going to look at like, hey, this model makes sense. You know, why are we making a game every single year when we can just add features into the game?
Here's the thing, and we haven't even brought up, like, games as a service, that's a beautiful thing to do. And they've tried to do it the last 2 seasons and fallen flat on their face because they have to keep up with the Joneses and fix the game, which went free to play.
Yeah, and the gameplay is not there. Like, number one, I would rather see them. This combats two things. Number one, your game's in active development. You know, a lot of people don't like that.
Nope.
But it allows your voice to get out there, those who actually care about the game, you know, to get things implemented into the game. And they could be like on a release date of every like 2.5, 3 years, they release a total overhaul of said game.
I completely agree. I would much rather see a well-polished game and work on it for 2 or 3 years, and then see what they can do with the 3 to 4 year cycle to make the next installment, instead of rinse, wash, and repeat.
Yes. Yeah. Instead of just constantly like just kind of just tweaking things. Me and you had this talk back in the day. You got a game and it was 100% complete, and the patches that you got were to fix like totally broken things in the game, like the goalposts are missing, the referee's not on the field, my game crashes, you know, every time I make it to this screen. It wasn't to tweak coverage. It wasn't to, you know, there's a problem where we noticed that you know, we'll use this year's Madden, the blitz was a little bit too hot. It was coming in too hot.
Coming in too fast.
Yeah, and what that does is it knocks something else off balance in the game, and you, as a developer, you get into this whole whack-a-mole thing. Instead of just, okay, we're going to nail down the gameplay. This is how it plays. We're not even going to mess with it. We're going to fix the other stuff that, like, people's game not loading right, or, you know, something not showing up. We're not going to tweak gameplay until the next total overhaul release of it, so we can get in there and in the background the whole time they can just be tweaking gameplay. They don't need to put it out there and keep on breaking and fixing their game over and over again. Like, how many patches do we average in the course of a season in Mad, like patches and updates?
Well, I can tell you right now, right off the rip, you get a day 1 patch. Right off the rip, off the scanning. Now, just put a visualize on this thing real quick. It's like building a house without building a foundation. It's gonna fall apart each time. Every time you do that, it's going to fall on his face.
Yeah. And they should separate the two things. And just for the rest of this conversation, let's separate the two between patch and tuner updates. Like, just for this, what we're talking about, a patch is something to fix something mechanical, like not mechanical, but within the game that causes it to crash, goalposts not showing up, video glitches, audio glitches. A tuner is something that affects actual gameplay.
Internal, like the engine of itself. Yep.
Well, no, just how things play out on the field. You know, like, okay, tuner up the adjust coverage, tuner update to adjust, like that breaks games. A lot of people don't realize that's what breaks games.
It's because you fix one thing and then it breaks another.
Well, or at least something else. Yeah, because everything's on a timing and everything happens. That's how you're, regardless of what people think, these are not actual real people running around on the field.
No, they're
pixels.
Pixels,
that are programmed. Yeah, they're pixels programmed to carry out specific tasks
100%
at certain times. So when you tweak one thing, whether it's for a guy to get in there real fast or, to tighten up the coverage, it sets something else off that was based on that timing. Whether it's a block, quarterback passing the ball, a running back making a move, there's a whole bunch of things that can go wrong just within that alone.
It's just mechanics. When you're trying to make something fix something else, you can break something else along the line. It's a chain of events. That's all it is.
Yeah. So. Okay. And next, what we'll get into in our next video of how Maximum Football is going to change the game in 2023. And if you hung around this long, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.